Hey guys, are you sick and tired of 99.9% of assassin builds? Lightning Sentry, Claw of Thunder, Traps in, Kicks in, Engineer Sin, Monk Sin, Whirlwind Assassin for some reason, sure, Lightning Trap, Traps in, Kicks in, Traps in. Just a lot of the, in my opinion, not very assassin-like builds. Like that doesn't really, another Traps in, that doesn't really fit the theme or fantasy of what an assassin, in my opinion, should be. Well, then I've got a bit of a build for you. It's more on the fantastical side. It's more thematic than anything. Kicks in again, like, are we playing a monk or are we playing an engineer or are we playing an assassin? Not sure anymore. I've got a build for you. Stay with me. We'll check it out and we'll go into details some more. Okay, so if you're looking for something for a bit more of a challenge that isn't your generic meta assassin build in Diablo 2 right now, that kind of fits the theme of a, in the dark, lurking in the shadows kind of assassin, then this might be of interest to you. I'm new to the game. I don't there's not a whole lot I know about it, so I did have a lot of help, but we did manage to finish the game with this. So it is viable. It's just, I guess, a little bit challenging. We'll get straight into it though, and do excuse, it is under Diablo 2 Resurrected. Lord of Destruction, for some reason, it keeps bugging out, and the website just goes haywire. So it's just on this temporary, so I can go through the items, but it has the same result. So basically, we want a Bartus Cutthroat Greater Talons for the weapon. Ideally, honestly, like straight up, ideally a Natalia's Odium would be the best, but good luck trying to get that weapon, right? Like 0.03% chance or something. That would be our ideal set piece right there. But this is like more budget for those of you that are, obviously that can't afford to farm Natalia's Odium. So basically, Bartus Cutthroat, Immortal King's Forge for the gloves. We've got a Blood Clot, a rare ring, Immortal King's Detail, a Ravenfrost, a Treachery with a Dusk Shroud if you can, Guelme's Face for the helm, a custom plus assassin skills amulet, blood amulet, and then we've got a Shadow Killer for the offhand, and a Gore Rider for the boots. And then for our follower, we've got some weapons here: the Bone Hue and the Reaper's Toll, if you can get it, or Honor if you can, as well as a Dress and a Guelmo's Face for your defensive Holy Freeze follower. I think that's basically it for the items. The character itself, so it's basically we start off on Shadow Disciplines, so we have Claw Mastery, Weapon Block because this is really valuable, Shadow Warrior, I mean just 1 point, and then we max out Shadow Master. So Shadow Master is going to be like your main source. It's going to tank for you, it's going to take a lot of the aggro, it's going to help kind of separate the damage so you're not taking everything. We're not going to worry about Venom or Fate at all because we got Treachery, so we save some points there, as well as getting some really nice extra attack and defensive bonuses. Then we go into martial arts. I mean, like I said, martial arts and traps don't really do assassin for me, like thematically. In my opinion, I feel like if it was up to me, I'd probably change these two talent trees. They don't really fit it, but it is what it is. But we do have to get some damage in, because I did try just going just Shadow Disciplines and that didn't work out too great. I was missing a lot of damage. So basically just go Tiger Strike, Dragon Claw, and Cobra Strike, because this is a vampire Shadow Assassin. So we do have a bit of life leech. Just for flavor. It's nothing obvious. Like I said, this isn't pure meta. Like, we haven't pulled out scientific calculators and done some intense number crunching to get the best value. It's more fantasy and theme. So we've got Cobra Strike for that life steal, and we've got some lifesteal on our items as well to kind of fit that whole vampire theme slash assassin. For our stats, basically you want 118 strength and dexterity. That's so we can wear basically everything here, as well as potentially if we do get a Scissors Sueya, which is the highest scissors you can equip as an assassin, while having 118 on both of these will make sure that you are able to equip it. So that's future proofing as well. And then the rest just into vitality, so we have a lot of HP and a lot of life gain to work with. Okay, so this was my first playthrough of Diablo 2 on original vanilla, no mods, no nothing, just straight Diablo 2. It was my first playthrough. It was the first time I beat the game, and this is what we managed to, I guess, farm. As much as I tried to get these items, which, RNG is RNG, you get what you can, and you got to work with what you got. So we managed to get a strength, a Sueya strength, a laying of hands. We got a Ravenfrost, a Blade Buckle, a Grim Touch, or just a yellow rare ring. We did get the treachery runes and the chest. We got a Natalia's totem, which was nice. Like I said, if I could get the entire set, would be ideal. But what are you gonna do? Atmos Scarab is what we farmed. I mean, as in, like, I got this, and the amplified damage for a melee class or build is incredibly powerful. So that did help me a lot. And then we just got another rare offhand and Natalia's boots. And yeah, we got a Athena's Wrath for the follower. Duress, we managed to get that, and Talrasha. The idea was we get the damage / lifesteal, so the follower becomes unkillable, but that was never the case, unfortunately, in my playthrough anyways. The build's very much so the same. Yeah, it's basically the same. We got everything except for these two. One point in burst of speed, actually, I forgot to mention, is good and it's nice to have. Just so you have something to start off with before the duress procs. Sorry, the treachery procs. So you got attack speed, a bit of nice extra attack speed, or you can even just use it if you're feeling a bit comfortable and you want to be offensive and you're not worried about dying. And yeah, so we focused Tiger Strike and Dragon Claw and the rest into whatever we had left for Cobra Strike. And yeah, the stats were 118, 118. And that's basically the build, guys. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I'll answer the best I can. But it's not a crazy build. It's not something super it's too hard to think about. It's just trying to fit a certain theme and fantasy. And I did beat the game with it, so it is viable. It is a bit challenging, but it is doable. Just some quick proof and gameplay, guys. So as we can see, Matriarch, my character Valora, level 83, Hell. Just to prove that I have actually beaten the game and the build does exist. So basically, as we can see, the stats are there. You guys can have a look. I made a mistake when I was on the reset, so just excuse that. But it should be 118, 118. Inventory. Just go over it real quick. I'll hover it. You guys can pause and look into it in more detail. There you go. Cool. And obviously, charms are going to vary from play to play, so I won't go over those. Skill tree, as you can see, all the same. Nothing in traps except for whatever my rare weapon has, and martial arts, as we can see, just these. I think, and that's about it. I'll go over some quick gameplay. So we've got our follower as well. I can go over that. Sorry, real quick. Within his wrath, blah blah blah. And then so what we usually do is we'll summon our Shadow Master, and then I forgot the keybinds. It's been a while since I finished the game, guys. And then we'll pop burst speed, and then Cloak of Shadows is going to be our main kind of starter. So let's just go to Wilkstone Keep. So first thing you do is basically just walk up to a mob, Q them, get that CC. Cloak of Shadows is so powerful. It's incredible crowd control, especially as a Shadow Assassin, or an Assassin, sorry, in general. So we've got our Tiger Strike and our Cobra Strike up, and then we can just keep going like this, or if you get low, want to finish him off, just proc it with Dragon Claw. And that's basically the build, guys. That's all we do, just Cloak of Shadows, Cobra Strike, Tiger Strike, and then Dragon Claw. Nothing too crazy, nothing too exciting, but it is what it is. It fits the theme, fits the fantasy, and I beat the game with it. So you guys want to try it out? You guys looking for a challenge? By all means, let me know. Here you go, and it might be something for you. Thank you. Quick shout out to Kling, Coggy, and DocToc for helping me with this build. Like I said, I know very little to nothing about this game. I'm playing it for the first time. Those guys were able to help me put together items and stats and everything to this whole vampire assassin, shadow assassin fantasy. They helped me a lot trying to go for the items that I should be focusing on. So quick shout out to them, and thanks again. Hope you guys had fun. See you on the next one. Peace.